Novians. All right, boys. In this one, I want to share a strategy. So this is a lesser known strategy, and it's something that I've been using for a long time. If you go back and watch the earliest videos on this channel and you follow my chronology of content over the years, you'll notice that I do something very specific, especially when I first approach the girl during the daytime. And what I found is by applying this principle to my conversations, it skyrockets the level of receptivity, right? Oftentimes, when guys are first getting started with cold approach, they struggle igniting curiosity from the get-go. So maybe they go over to a girl and maybe she doesn't stop, maybe she gives them a funny look, maybe their conversations never seem to go past that platonic chit chat. They're giving off those gay best friend type of vibes, and the girls or the conversations that they're having are not really leading anywhere beyond the first few seconds. So once you're aware of this, you can actually start using it. And I guarantee if you actually implement this in the right way, it's going to change the way that you cold approach women. So what I'm going to do as well at the end of this video is I'm going to give you boys a real life example of me actually doing this. All right. So watch this live stream first, understand the theory behind the action, and then you can go watch a real life demonstration of me actually doing this. So the principle, the strategy is when I go over to women who I find attractive is I approach them as though we're already romantically connected, right? So when I go over and I approach women, I assume attraction. I assume familiarity, all right? Imagine that you've got a girl in your life and imagine the two of you are already romantically involved, right? Imagine the two of you are already enjoying rolling around naked in bed together, right? Now imagine you see that exact girl who you're already romantically connected with. Imagine you're walking down the street and you just see her come outside. Imagine you just see her come outside of Zara. That'd be funny. Imagine you just see her walk outside of Zara. That's bad. Then are you going to be apprehensive when you see her? Like, are you going to be stuck in your head thinking, oh, should I approach her? Should I not approach her? Oh, what if people see me? Nah, you're going to be like, yo, it's Lucy. Just going to go over to Lucy. Be like, look, you Lucy, how you doing? Just seen you coming outside of Zara. Bring back good memories. Like, how you doing? Like, what's going on? What are you doing today? That's cool. You're still looking good. What have you bought? Is that a dildo in there? From Zara. But do you see what I'm saying here? Like, if you can train yourself to approach girls as though you've known each other all your lives, as though the two of you are already romantically connected, by assuming that attraction, usually the girl just goes along with it. Because what it'll do is it'll inject instant fun and playfulness into your conversation. Like most guys, when they're approaching girls, they take it way too seriously because in their mind, it's like one stranger approaching another. So this is why it's a cold approach, right? But what I do, and I did this without even knowing about any of this stuff, it's just something that I did after being a magician for a decade, is I almost changed the dynamic in my mind. Like when I saw a girl who I really, really liked, rather than thinking this is a cold approach, I would just assume it was a warm approach. I would assume that the girl already likes me. I would assume she'd already signaled interest. I would assume we were already romantically connected. And usually because the girl is your mirror, usually because she feels what you feel. And really, all seduction is a transfer of certainty. That's the best way that I can describe it. It's very similar to sales. It's a transfer of certainty. So if you already feel certain about the connection in your mind, if you already approach this girl assuming attraction, assuming familiarity, assuming that the conversation is going to go well, then what it's going to allow you to do is experience success in advance. And that's really at the heart of confidence. Like anxiety is experiencing failure in advance. But if you imagine, like truly just imagine as a thought experiment that you and Lucy were already romantically connected, then you're going to go over to her and you're going to be way more carefree. You're going to be detached from outcome. You're going to be non-needy because you don't feel as though you need anything from this girl. You're just going over there just to see what's happening, like what she's been up to. That's nice. Like, and you can feel it in the energy that you're giving off. Similar if you're just speaking to a family member, right? Like if you've got a sister, like when you're speaking to your sister, you're not up in your head thinking, fucking hell, I'm going to say the wrong thing. Am I going to piss her off? Am I going to like look like a tit? You're just like fucking chilling, aren't you? You're relaxed. Now, if you've never done any cold approaches before, then this might not hit with you the same as if you've got skin in the game. So I'm always trying to get across to you boys, 100 direct cold approaches is what you want to do. That's like if you're truly serious about unlocking this skill set, then very little of what I say is going to make any difference until you've actually done those first 100 direct cold approaches. So you can download my free courses if you're struggling. You can watch the videos on this channel. Watch the video that I'm going to link at the end of this video. It'll be at the bottom of the description if you want to see the real life demo. But ultimately, it's just a case of you getting out there, right? Getting out there, doing what scares you, facing your fears, assuming attraction, right? Assuming attraction with the girls that you approach. That's been a game changer for me. If you're completely new to this and maybe you've not heard that before, maybe at the moment you're approaching girls and you feel like a closet heterosexual, you're thinking too many steps ahead, you're experiencing failure in advance, just try it. Just as a thought experiment. The next time you see a girl that you really like, have a smile on your face, tell yourself that you're already romantically connected, and then just assume attraction, assume familiarity. Again, if you want a detailed guide in person, like literally in the field, like uncut, unfiltered of me actually doing this, then link in description, right at the bottom, watch the video, and then transmute information into implementation. So hopefully that has been useful. I love you boys very much, and I'll speak again tomorrow. Mwah!